All right, let's talk about the secret language that's hiding in plain sight. It's in our maps, our video games, pretty much everywhere. I'm talking about coordinates. And today we're going to uncover the amazing stories that are packed inside just a simple pair of numbers.
So, look at this. 3, -4. What do you see? I mean, yeah, it's just a couple of numbers, right? But what if I told you that could be the exact spot of a hidden cave or a pirate's treasure? See? That's the power we're going to unlock today.
Because, and this is the key, every single point on a graph tells a story. And our mission right now is to learn how to read them. We're going to turn these numbers into actual adventures. So let's start with the basics, the map itself. Okay, first things first, we need to understand our map and its rules. This is the foundation for everything else we're going to talk about, the coordinate plane. So think of the coordinate plane as just a big flat map. It's got two main roads that cross each other. The one that runs side to side, that's the x-axis. And the one that goes up and down, that's the y-axis. And where they meet, right in the dead center, that's our starting point for everything. We call it the origin, or 0, 0. This setup makes every journey super simple, really. It's just two moves. The first number, the x-coordinate, tells you how far to walk left or right. Positive numbers mean go right, negative numbers mean go left. Simple. The second number, the y-coordinate, tells you how far to climb up or down. Positive is up, negative is down. That's it. It all boils down to two simple actions. Walk, then climb. And that's literally the entire recipe for finding any point on this map. 3 steps. 1, you always start at the center, the origin. 2, you walk along that X path, right for positive, left for negative. And 3, you climb the Y path, up for positive, down for negative. With that little guide, we can find absolutely anything. All right, now that we've got the rules down, let's actually go on a few journeys. We're going to plot some specific examples from our source material and see how these numbers create honest-to-goodness stories. Okay, our first character is a guy named Nehemiah, and we're told his location is 1, -2. Remember, the first number is our walk, and the second is our climb. So how do we find him? It's easy. We start at the origin, 0, 0. The 1 tells us to move 1 spot to the right. Then the -2 tells us to move 2 spots down. And boom, we found his spot. But here's the cool part. What does that location actually mean? Well, according to the source, this isn't just a random spot. It tells a story. Being at 1, -2 means Nehemiah is right near the edge of a wall. But that -2, that's the key. It means he's below the surface. He's literally working underground, rebuilding from the foundation up. Okay, next up, we've got Anna's adventure, and her coordinates are -3, 4. Now pay attention here, because this time the negative number comes first. So we follow the rules. Start at 0, 0, our home base. The -3 tells us to walk 3 units to the left or west. Then the 4 tells us to climb 4 units up or north. And just like that, we've pinpointed her location. And what's her story? It's all about getting a new perspective. She's northwest of the center, and the source even says to imagine her walking through the hills. That +4 isn't just some number on a page. It's altitude. It's a vantage point. You can almost feel the journey. All right, for our last main example, we have Paul at 6, 0. Now that's 0. That's the most important part of his story. Any guesses what that might mean for his journey? Let's plot it out and see. We start at the origin. We walk 6 units to the right. Easy enough. And then, what's our climb? 0. We don't move up or down at all. We stay right on that main horizontal line, the x-axis. And that 0 tells a very specific story. It means Paul isn't struggling uphill or sliding downhill. Nope, he's traveling right along the main road. The coordinates perfectly capture a journey on level ground. See how that works? Okay, now that we're getting the hang of it, let's do a quick rapid-fire round. We'll look at a few more examples to see just how many different stories this language can tell. Just look at all these possibilities. 3, -4? That could be a hidden well, something deep underground. How about -2, 5? That's got to be a high point, maybe a lookout on a hill. 0, -6. No left or right movement, just straight down. Sounds like a deep fishing spot to me. -7, -3 is deep and to the west, perfect for an underground mining area. And 8, 1? A long walk east and just a little bit up sounds like a beautiful hilltop campsite. Every single one is a unique story, told with just 2 little numbers.
So we've seen how it all works, but let's just zoom out for a second. Why does any of this really matter? Why should we care about this language of location?
Because this right here is the whole point. Coordinates are like a magic trick. They turn these abstract, boring numbers into real-world, tangible stories about where things are and how they move. It's a universal language for location.
And it's interesting, the source material we've been using, it takes this whole idea of a reliable, structured system and connects it to something bigger. It kind of draws a parallel between trusting the rules of coordinates and a broader theme of faith. It wraps up its lesson with this thought from Proverbs: trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And really, that brings us right back to our own world. This system of coordinates, it isn't just for some old map or a math class. It's literally what powers the GPS in your phone. It builds the massive worlds in your video games. It helps us map the stars. So the real question I want to leave you with is this: now that you know the language, what stories are you going to find with it?